The story of Rome, the city that would grow into an empire spanning continents, begins not with grand pronouncements, but with the confluence of humble geography, persistent legend, and the interactions of early peoples on the Italian peninsula. Understanding the foundations of Rome requires looking beyond the later imperial grandeur to the muddy banks of the Tiber River and the rugged hills that provided its initial setting. The geography of Italy played a crucial, often overlooked role in Rome's rise. Unlike the fractured landscape of Greece, the Italian peninsula offered more contiguous arable land and fewer formidable internal barriers, facilitating eventual unification. Rome itself was strategically positioned on the Tiber River, providing access to both the interior and the sea, yet far enough inland to be relatively safe from immediate coastal raids. The famous seven hills upon which Rome was built offered natural defensive positions, making the early settlement more secure. The surrounding region of Latium provided fertile ground for agriculture, the basis of the early Roman economy and population growth. This strategic location allowed Rome to develop as a natural hub for trade and communication, giving it an inherent advantage over its neighbors. Layered upon this physical reality are the powerful myths and legends that the Romans themselves told about their origins. Foremost among these is the tale of the twins Romulus and Remus, sons of the god Mars and a Vestal virgin, abandoned and suckled by a she-wolf. This myth, though fictional, served vital purposes. It provided Rome with a divine lineage, linking its destiny to the gods. It explained the strong military ethos, descendants of Mars, and it dramatically portrayed the city's founding in conflict, as Romulus ultimately killed his brother to become the sole founder and first king. Other legends, like the arrival of Aeneas from Troy, further tied Rome to the heroic age of Greek myth, lending it an ancient and noble pedigree. These stories, irrespective of their historical accuracy, were deeply ingrained in the Roman psyche, shaping their identity, values, and understanding of their own unique place in the world. Before Rome became dominant, the Italian peninsula was home to diverse peoples. To the north lay the Etruscans, a sophisticated civilization with a distinct language, advanced metalworking, and significant influence on early Roman culture, possibly introducing elements of their alphabet. Religious practices like augury and urban planning. To the south were various Greek colonies in Magna Graecia, bringing Hellenic culture and learning, though their direct influence on early Rome was less pronounced than that of the Etruscans. Rome itself emerged from the Latin people, part of the larger Italic tribes inhabiting Latium. These early Latins were likely small agricultural communities, and Rome was initially just one among many such settlements. Its growth and eventual dominance stemmed from a combination of strategic location, military capability, and perhaps a greater capacity for assimilation and adaptation than its neighbors. The earliest form of Roman government, following the mythical founding, was the monarchy. Traditionally, Rome was ruled by 7 kings, beginning with Romulus and ending with Tarquin the Proud. While the historicity of each king is debated and their reigns likely compressed or legendary, this period established fundamental Roman institutions. The king was the chief executive, religious head, and military leader. An advisory council of elders, the Senate, existed, composed initially of the heads of the leading families. There were also early forms of assemblies where the people could gather, though their power was limited compared to the king and senate. Roman society was hierarchical, with the patricians holding privilege based on birth, and the plebeians, the common citizens, forming the bulk of the population. The monarchy period saw the expansion of the city, rudimentary urban development, and the laying of the groundwork for the social and political structures that would evolve into the Republic. The expulsion of the last king, Tarquin the Proud, often attributed to his tyrannical behavior, marks the dramatic transition from this early phase to the next great period of Roman history. In conclusion, the foundations of Rome were built upon a fortunate geographical location that facilitated defense, trade, and growth. Its origins were powerfully mythologized, providing a rich tapestry of legend that informed Roman identity and ambition. Interacting with and influenced by neighboring cultures like the Etruscans and Latins, the early Romans developed a unique character. The period of the monarchy, whether factual or largely legendary, established core political structures and social divisions that would shape the Roman Republic and Empire for centuries to come. These humble and complex beginnings set the stage for the extraordinary journey of Rome, from a small settlement on the Tiber to the master of the Mediterranean world.